Sheikh Jassim the big winner as the Glazers complete U-turn on Man United takeover. Sheikh Jassim has received a huge boost to his hopes of buying Manchester United as the Glazer family are finally on the same page regarding the club's sale. There had been concerns that the family disagreed over the sale of the Premier League giants, with Avram and Joel believed to be at odds with their siblings due to their closer connection to the club, although there is now believed to be unity regarding the sale. Qatari businessman Sheikh Jassim is bidding for the club alongside Britain's richest man Sir Jim Ratcliffe, who had previously been tipped as favorite with his strategy of buying United. The INEOS chief's offer would see him take a controlling interest in the club and allow current owners Joel and Avram Glazer to temporarily retain a 20% stake in United. Both the frontrunners recently submitted more bids, with Sheikh Jassim proposing a complete buyout of United. Earlier this month, he tabled an improved fifth bid for United. Should the Qatari businessman be successful, the Glazers would exit Old Trafford immediately. At least two of the six Glazer siblings, Joel and Avram, are understood to have preferred an option which would see an outside investor buy a stake in the club to help finance huge capital projects like the redevelopment of the Old Trafford Stadium and Carrington Training Ground. However, a change of ownership is now the likely outcome that logistically appears to favor the Qatari bid, as their intention was always for a full sale of the club this summer with no intermediary period or split control in an interim. It is not a decisive development, but it should hasten a process which has now lasted over 7 months and spanning over 200 days. Several U.S. investment companies, Elliott Management, the Carlyle Group, and Ares Management are proposing minority investment into the club, which would see the Glazers remain in position at the head of United but with extra spending power available. Yet that is now viewed as unlikely. The Glazers are deeply unpopular among supporters after their leveraged buyout in 2005 saddled the club with enormous debts, while on the field the Red Devils, having gone a decade without winning the Premier League title. United fans want the Glazers to relinquish the club in its entirety. In other news, Gary Neville fumes at embarrassing Glazers again as Man United takeover drags on. Gary Neville has once again taken aim at the Glazer family over the way they have handled the ongoing Manchester United takeover saga, branding it embarrassing. The Red Devils legend has been a high-profile critic of the Glazers since retiring from football in 2011 and moving into punditry. The Glazers announced back in November that they had put the club up for sale, but more than 6 months on there has been no official announcement about a takeover. "I think it's embarrassing," Neville told BBC Radio 5 Live when asked about the ongoing saga, "but it's what they have done. Drag everything out. It's always in their best interests and not in the best interests of the football club. I thought they would wait until the end of the season and beyond the FA Cup final so they wouldn't be subjected to protest, and then it would be dealt with quite quickly. But just speaking to journalists and people around the club, there's no news. The idea of Manchester United Football Club with its millions of fans in this country and around the world not being updated by their owners in respect of an ownership sale is quite frankly not good enough. But it's fitting with the Glazers' ownership and how they have operated silently and away from the club over in America for the last 20 years now." Neville also hit out at the Glazers earlier this month over the drawn-out process, negatively comparing them to Wrexham's Hollywood owners Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. "Everyone's bored now," he said. "Honestly, I think everyone has got the point whereby what the Glazers do, they erode every little last bit of energy out of everything that they do. The fans have had enough. They want them out, and I think, to be fair, it's sad, really, that it's come to that, but that's exactly how I think everybody feels. They turn up there. They've done it well at Wrexham, and they've got obviously a long way to go to get to probably where they want to be, Championship, Premier League, and probably that might take 3 years, 8 years, 12 years, who knows?" INEOS chief Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Qatari banker Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani are the two frontrunners to buy United, but the Glazers may opt for minority investment instead, with several investment firms also in the running. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.